And so this is an image of a project we did called Rose Hill, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. It's a bit of a different image than we would normally do. Normally, you wouldn't commission this type of image. We were looking for different ways to capture the spirit of the building instead of the usual top to bottom, full-on front elevation or side elevation at a distance. We were rather looking for something more from street level, how you might experience a building in any city, especially in New York. You very rarely get a full view of the building unless you're a long way away. You kind of like in a busy street, you're looking up at the tops of the buildings. You might be glimpsing the top of the building in a reflection of a cafe or restaurant or so on. So with this image, we tried to add that bit of movement, a bit more abstract feeling to it, and not caring too much about what's going on in the immediate foreground or the base of the building, for instance.
This is one of my favorite images of this project, actually, because I feel like it's a good way of showing what the building, rather than looking like it's just been unveiled and it's been built for a few days or a week, it looks like it's been there for ages, and it's one of the iconic hero towers in New York City. And maybe you're just experiencing it. You've seen it many times in your life, but yeah, sitting down having a coffee, and there it is.
Exactly. This wasn't an image that was originally asked for by the client. Something we produced just thinking this could be a really cool way to look at it, and suggested it, and successfully got it into the marketing material. So worked out well alongside the other main images.
I think we'll be doing more images in the future that show a building further down its life as if it's been there and part of the city for longer in the future. This is a good example again of the deliberateness of composition, and I'd like to talk about a topic that I think is quite important with composition, which is anyone who's working with photography who has walked around a building or an interior space and shot it for the client or just for themselves will know that there's a kind of instinct you get when you walk into a space where you start to get a sense of what the architect was thinking and where they were standing when they designed the building. And I think it's part of our job, actually, to try and find those moments where they've clearly designed this, the awning above the pool to line up with the edge of the pool. That's very deliberate, obviously for practical reasons, for protecting against the rain and so on. But it's clearly also there for architectural and artistic reasons.